Name's Miles, Daniel Miles, and this is a dunking of 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi. Alright, so let's break it down. On September the 11th, a group of American contractors come under attack and attempt to survive at all costs. Alright guys, so as this is based on a true story and not a documentary, some liberties have been taken with the source material. But on the whole, I found this to be an effective, engaging war film right up until the end when it turned into a war by video game. And if I hadn't actually seen at the end, directed by Michael Bay, I would have sworn this was a Paul Greengrass film. It had the same sort of gritty kind of camera, can't quite focus on anything, not quite sure who to trust feel that a lot of his films go for. But there were definitely some explosions that showed that this is still a Michael Bay film. I did like the film a lot. It reminded me a lot of Black Hawk Down, which is another awesome war film. In that, I genuinely couldn't have picked any of these guys out of a lineup. It's just half a dozen bearded white guys shooting hundreds and hundreds of people whose grievances are barely explained. The people that these soldiers oppose, they're not really gone into in depth. They're given a few sort of nudges as to what this is about, but they're not really explained. The main guys themselves, they're all just white guy with beard. Literally, they've all got the same identical backstory. There's a real sense throughout the film that they don't quite know who in the local people they can trust. There's people who claim they can trust them, there's people who they're paying, but at the end of the day, can they trust them? Can they rely on them? They're not allowed to open fire unless fired upon. There's a lot of really great tense scenes where they're just trying to work out, is this person trying to help me? Is this person just living their life? Or is this person ringing up, say, I found the Americans, come and get them? So in that sense, this is an awesome film, very, very reminiscent of Black Hawk Down. If you like Black Hawk Down, you're probably going to like this. Unfortunately for me, it just dragged and dragged and dragged. It needed at least a good 10-15 minutes cut out of it, probably in the first two acts. Because once the film finally gets to that siege mentality, I was sort of shifting in my chair thinking, well, there's only about 45 minutes to go. Can we get on with this? At times the combat did feel very, very video gamey. Very just sort of defend the base from the horde of attackers. And I'm not quite sure I agreed with that after such lengths had been gone to in the first to set up the unease, to just finally have it descend into wave upon wave of attackers. I'm not quite sure about that. The camera work, as it's not Paul Greengrass but Michael Bay, the camera work was a little bit better and didn't leave me with such a migraine that this type of film normally gives me. But even so, there's not really a lot about this film that's going to stick in my mind. I mean, I'll watch it if it's on, but for me, this film, it's kind of an if nothing else. If nothing else is on, then pop it on. I'm Daniel, this is a Donkey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.